So some people were asking for a video on how to do the intro and start screen for your own game. So I'm going to run through it pretty quick. First thing we need is at least 3 backdrops. One for a start screen, one for instructions, and one for a level 1. So in my backdrops, I'm going to choose a couple plain ones for my start and instruction screens, and then I'm going to choose my level 1, which mine's going to take place like in a park for my game. So a hayfield, that'll be my level 1.
Hi, Jeff.
Then
Hi, kids.
I'm going to come over here. So now that I've added my backdrops, I'm still clicked on backdrops over here, and I'm going to choose them up here because I need to rename these. So the first one is white. I don't want it. I'm throwing it away. The second one is called Blue Sky 2. I'm going to change that to Start. This one is called Blue Sky 2-2. That one's going to be the instructions. And then screen 3 is going to be my level 1. It's very important that you rename these, or when you go to code them, you're not going to know what you're doing. Alright, so I've got them named. So over on my code, I'm still on backdrops, still haven't added any sprites. I need to tell my game when to do stuff. So under when green flag is clicked, I want my backdrop to be on my start screen, not my level 1. So I'm going to choose Start. Now that I have my backdrop on my start, I need to add some sprites that will take me either to my level 1 or to my instructions. So for my level, or for my start screen, I'm going to go back up here to backdrops. I'm going to type directly on this backdrop to explain to my player what I want them to do. So I'm going to choose a text, and I'm going to say, "Welcome to Fruit Salad, brought to you by Mrs. Swanigan. Click the green button to start. Click the pencil for instructions." Okay. Now, since I put that directly on my start screen, I should probably add a green button and some pencils. So under my sprites, I'm going to choose a green button, and under sprites, I'm going to choose a pencil. And then I'm going to move them on my screen to where they make sense for me. And I'm clicked on my pencil right now. So I'm going to say that when green flag is clicked, I want that pencil to show up. And I'm going to go back to events and say when this sprite is clicked, so when I click on the pencil, I want my backdrop to change. So the backdrop I called instructions. And then I want it to hide. Because once I've clicked on instructions, I don't need it to show up anymore. Okay, I also need to say that when backdrop is switched to the level 1, that it hides, because I can't have the instructions button showing up in the middle of my level 1. Now that I have these 3 builds on the pencil, I also need them to be on the green button. So when green flag is clicked, it's going to show up on my button. When the backdrop switches to level 1, it's going to hide. And then even though I don't want the sprite click to switch to instructions, lazy coder, so I'm going to drop that on my button 1, but I'm going to change it to say when this sprite is clicked, go to my level 1. Okay? Now I just wrote a lot of code and haven't tested any of it, so I'm going to test it real quick. Green flag clicked, click the pencil. This would be my instructions screen. Green flag clicked, click the start. Takes me to level 1. If I just click the start right away, if I go to instructions and then click that, it all works. So I'm going to go back to my stage. I'm going to click on backdrops and choose my instructions screen. I'm also going to put the directions directly on this page. So step 1, move the, or for me it's going to be Abby as my sprite, so move Abby using the arrows. Step 2, collect the fruit that falls from the sky. Don't catch any junk food. 5 points to get to level 2, 20 points to win, 0 points means you lose. So there's my instructions. So again, I hit my green flag, I got my pencil, I got my green flag. Alright, I don't like the cat, you guys know that, so I'm going to delete the cat and add the Abby, because Abby is my collector. Abby should not show up till level 1, so when green flag is clicked, she needs to hide. And when backdrop switches to level 1, she's going to show. Last thing I need is for Abby to move, and I'm going to drag that code out of my backpack. So she can now move around the screen. And that's all we did in class today. Okay, so if you have questions, let me know.